Welcome back. This is week 5. So I want to do is do like a summary of like weeks 1 through 5, and that's kind of why I already had this written up here on the board. I just want to talk about that a little bit. Let me adjust the camera right a little bit. So in these weeks, there was some challenges. I'm not going to even lie to you. It wasn't something that I just went straight through. Because of the discipline that God gave me, I was able to sustain with everything, right? I've been working out for a little bit over 2 years, and I started off at a whopping, let me write it down for you, 290. That's where I was at. This was back in August of 2024. Now, like when I say the fitness journey, it does take time. So you just can't think that you're going to get to where I'm at right now. It's currently at, right now, right? So that alone in itself was a lot of fat was gone. No loose skin because I took the time. I didn't want to rush it. When you rush the process of a lot of things, it always falls apart. So we want God to respond to us fast, but are we really truly ready for the response He's going to give us? Probably not. That's why it's preparation that's put in place to help us to get prepared for what God has for us, and that's exactly what He was doing. And the cuts between 1 through 5, right? The weeks where I'm cutting down from, I was at 15%, right, and cutting down to 9%. Now it's correlating to that, and the reason I say that is because I want to maintain as much muscle as I got. So the separation in between the delts and the biceps and triceps look good, and it pops. And then of course with the pectoral, all that stuff is going to form in shape, and then the 6-pack and all that comes in. So usually the lower abs of the last is like take care of whatever the weight loss that you're having. So don't get discouraged about that. And you can't do certain exercises to get rid of everything, right? Your body determines whether or not where it's going to lose the weight from. And most people start seeing it in their face and arms first, and sometimes in your wrist. And you will, depending on if you're doing the treadmill thing that I do every day, or I do, sorry, I'll drop this marker, you know what I mean? So yeah, I do every day 60 minutes on the treadmill. This is with a weighted vest, and it's 30 pounds. It's 30 pounds basically. And what this actually does, it actually helps me to maintain my waist, to keep it intact. And that's what you want to do is as you losing weight, and if you are building muscle, you want to make sure that the waist is in control. It's controlled waist. So right now, I remember I came from this. I was at a size 42 in pants, and now I'm at a 32. Big difference, right? A lot of size jumped in there, and it all became being consistent. Being consistent with your workouts, being consistent with your daily eating. If you give your body a chance to adapt to something where it's eating the same things over and over, may seem boring, but some people eat Jack in the Box, they eat McDonald's and all these other places, Chick-fil-A. You can eat that 3-4 times a week. Why can't you have a meal prep, a plan that you have that you can eat? Let's say you can switch it around a little bit, but some people think it's too hard. But like I said, success takes preparation, and preparation takes discipline, and it takes time. It's not something that's a quick fix. So if you're looking for a quick fix, I'm gonna be honest with you, you're wasting your time, because it takes time. And the reason why people don't question whether your fitness journey is true or not, because they can see the results. They know it takes time. That's why respect comes, because of the time, the time that you put in to your workouts. And this is the most valuable thing right here, right there. We have time, right? We're dividing this up so much. We're dividing this up with other people, friends, family members, and most importantly, the biggest thing you want to make sure with all your fitness journey, like I always teach on here, I'm a faith-based fitness coach, right? Your time, majority of your time should be going to this right here. All capital letters. It should be going to God, Jesus Christ. It should be, because on Judgment Day, I mean, you have to give account for everything. Even the videos you post, everything. I mean, everything. It's keeping the copy. You know how YouTube and all these people are getting sued for like taking your information? But think of it as this. God already has the information. He knows everything you're thinking about, outside your mouth, in your brain, all that stuff. So make sure your time is spent well with God. You want to spend majority of your time with God, and then your family members you can sprinkle in, all that stuff, sprinkle that in. That's why when I say, well, how am I having enough time to do that? Dedicate things to God. That's how you make time, right? When you think you don't have time, dedicate it. Fitness, another thing. This is what I'm talking about right here, right? My fitness workouts are dedication to God. You see what I mean? Like, this is where you can have more time with God because you're dedicating to Him. You may listen to scriptures while you're working out, or some jazz or something. Not secular music, but just something that's gonna keep you going. You'd be surprised how listening to the word will give you strength. I actually tried and I was like, wow, that's crazy. I actually did 2 more extra reps because I was listening to the word while I was working out. So can't complain about talking about you don't have enough time to spend with God, because you can use fitness as time spent with God because it's dedication. So outside of your reading, like reading the Bible and stuff like that, I'm just put that down. It's another dedication to God. See the time, all this stuff is time. And then let's say, this. Most importantly, another one to God. And then this one here is to God. You see how I got everything in here? And then you got your, I'll just say, etc. things you like to do. Like, I don't know what that is. That should be included with God because you're thinking and talking about it with Him. So you see what I mean? People don't think like this, right? And then let's say your family, another box around that. He created that family for you, and then you could put, let's say your friends or whatever. Be surprised. A lot of them doing the same thing. Boom. It's all of these things tie back to God. So Stu, what are you trying to say? What I'm saying is, you never have enough time to spend with God because you're not structured in the right way. And that's what I teach. I teach fitness, but I also teach structure. Now, notice how all these arrows keep pointing to God. This is the reason why, in order to work with me or in order to build, you need God. And God gives you the capital what? I ain't got enough space, but He gives you discipline, which fuels all of these things. Because you need discipline in order to do every one of these things right here. To manage your time with your friends, etc. Whatever you do outside of this. You're reading the Bible, you need discipline. Fitness, you need discipline. Prayer, you need discipline. Your family, you need discipline. And most importantly, you need this right here. This is exactly what you need. So I'm going to end right here. My cut is going really well. I just want to encourage you for you to continue on with your fitness and your walk with Christ, because that's what I'm here for. If you have any questions, leave your comments below and tell me what your chart looks like. That's what mine looks like. I'll see you. Until next time, you know how I do all my videos. Peace.